Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Jordan Debano if we are meeting for the first time, and if you are looking for principles, strategies, and tips to reach your next level of success in your life, business, or career, subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. It's great to connect with you if we're meeting for the first time, and if we are reconnecting once again, it is great to have you back here. Um, Today we are speaking about the wild side, the untamed side, the place that we can get to when we feel angry, sad, those emotions, those thoughts that we're too afraid to really share with anyone else. But we all get there, or we all experience times like those in our lives where we're just going, man, why am I thinking this? Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking besides myself. Um, so today I wanted to speak about that because, I honestly, I have a few of those moments every week, to be honest. And for a long time I thought, man, I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this. And it's just I've spoken about it in other episodes, but probably not as specifically as I will on this one, where it's like, trying to control the what we define as dark or negative things that we all experience as humans is just like it's not necessary. That's what I found. I was so afraid, and still, honestly, and I still get afraid that people are gonna experience like nasty Jordan, where I'm like, I get because I can get quite like if I'm super triggered, I can get quite vengeful on the revenge, at like angry and vicious, and like I've seen myself. I guess I've watched myself lose control and snap at people and whatever. And it's never nice having someone else see you sad or down or depressed. But it's interesting because and it's not if you're a female watching this, and you might disagree with what I'm about to say, but I know for us males, it's like it's not cool. It's not cool. It's not like you're not being a bloke when other people witness you like that. And there's a lot of chatter in there's polarizing opinions that I've experienced on this. It's like you can go all the way to one extreme where it's like control yourself, be centered, be strong. And you can go to the other fucking extreme, which I got involved with for a while, where it's like, you just let everybody know how you feel. And that's just like because you've got this agenda. It's like I'm doing it right now. I'm living life right because I'm being authentic and open with all of my feelings, and I'm really fucking trying hard to let people see me. You don't need to do any of that. I just want you to just know, like I've experienced both sides, and I think both are just a crock of shit. There's no right way for you to feel. There's no right way for you to do what we're talking about here. There's just no fucking right way. So I'm gonna share what I assume for me, and you take from it what you will. And I'm going to be sharing it from the lens that I think, everyone is here for, which is I want to reach my next level of success. That I want to reach my next level of success. I want to create some fucking cool things while I'm alive. So, if you're here because that's what you're wanting to, I guess, receive, then awesome, man. I want to have this conversation with you. But if you're here because you're going, I've got some anger issues and I want to resolve my anger issues, and there's something wrong with me because I get sad a lot, or I've got this thing with my parents. It's like cool, but before you continue, I want you to flip your mindset. I want you to flip the frame because I was there too. I was there too, trust me, and I still get there where it's like, man, I got to fix this limiting belief. I've got to fix this emotion that I have with this person. We all go there, right? But I want to press pause for a moment before I go any further. And it's like, I want you to flip that script. I want you to flip that narrative, that power narrative. That's what I'm writing my book about at the moment. It's like that's a power narrative. It's like if I fix me, if I fix how I am and get in the right way with everyone else around me, then I deserve my success. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Do not buy into that. Call your ego out. Call your ego out. Call your coaches out. Call your teachers. Call your friends out. Whoever tells you that, right? They're lying. It's not true. It's not true. Okay, you can go about it in that way, but you know what's going to happen? You're gonna find a bunch of other things that you need to resolve and fix to become worthy again or enough again to get your success. So you do not need to do that, okay? So let's just flip the script a little bit. Let's just take a little bit of a different angle on this, okay? So if you and it's all well and good, you go, but man, Jordan, I got tension. I got tension between me and my boss, me and my clients. I need to know how to fucking get rid of it. All right. Let's just change that a little bit instead of getting rid of the nasty, negative, dark emotions that all humans feel, right? Let's raise it higher. Let's go higher than that and say, hey, I want to create a new relationship, a new outcome in this relationship between me and my boss, between me and my clients. I want to create something epic because I'll tell you what, when I started practicing this with the people closest to me, right? Again, I've spoken about this on another episode too. Like family members and close friends I know for years. When I just dropped I feel angry about them because of this, all right? I don't like it when I just dropped all that, I just went, I am gonna be hell bent, like really deadlocked focus on this vision that I have, on this new, fresh result. Okay. Everything changed. And you know what was allowed while I was focused on that? All my shitty emotions, right? The wild side. Man, I'd get sad, I'd get angry, I'd get frustrated, I'd get really confused, I'd doubt myself, and it was all a part of it. And then I'd wind up at this new experience of me and my high school mates, me and my relationship with my parents, me and my own brother. Just starting from there, because those are very important relationships in our lives, I believe at least. And it's just like, whoa, the whole way I had good feelings, bad feelings, and none of it meant anything. None of it meant anything about me or about them. So the premise that I want to give you today is that it's all allowed. There is no way for you to be. There is just no way for you to be in life. There really isn't, right? There's just not. Look, I sound a bit like I'm speaking forthright here, but that's what I assume, and it works for me when I'm writing my books, songs, getting about in the world, relationships, all that kind of stuff. That has been what has worked because every time I've gone, oh man, I need to be more positive, or I need to be more this or more that in terms of a feeling or a characteristic or whatever, all I've ended up doing is screwing up the relationships closest to me, just making them hard work and making me hard work for the other people. Okay. But ever since I just dropped it all, I'm just like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. What am I creating? And it's all allowed. I got the relationships I want and still creating more of them, more fresh ones now. So a premise that's coming to mind now is one that one of my old mentors shared with me, and it's that you've got to handle what's in your backyard, Jordan, before you can go and get a bigger backyard, right? Um, that's not how she said it exactly, but she did say you got to handle what's in your backyard, and I added in before you get a bigger backyard. So what do I mean by that, right? If you can't be yourself in front of your parents, your partner, your kids, the friends that you hold near and dear and that are still in if you just cannot let them see it all, right? Then, it's not going to be any different when you get new friends or when you get a better relationship, if you want to leave your partner or like I see plenty of people, dancing on the white line here. I was about to say something. I'm just going to reel that in and not go there. See, vengeful, right? And we stop it. It was allowed. It was allowed, and I went, okay, we're just not going to choose that. So you see, so what I just did there, right? It's a great example. I'm glad that almost happened. So I felt like I noticed, oh, there's the revenge part of me. Okay. And it just came up. And when it's allowed to come up, then you can choose, right? So this is where I wanted to land the video today. Fucking cool, right? That's exactly where. I didn't know it was going to happen like that. But when it's allowed, like so let's say like your thing might be like mine, like you seek revenge. That's a dark part of you, or you get blamey, or you make yourself like a martyr. I don't know, right? Whatever your thing is, you might know it, you might not. But when it's allowed to happen, it's so amazing. It sounds counterintuitive, but you get a choice. It's like, oh, there's the revenge. Okay, well, there's my revengeful um, Jordan. I'm just going to acknowledge that and choose and go another way. And it's so much easier to do when you're not trying to fight it off. It's so much easier. Um, but it's hard. It's really hard when you're like, man, I got to be a nice boy, or man, I got to be an asshole. Like some people get about in the world. They're like, I've got to actually be an asshole. I've got to be a villain, right? I got to be a villain. I've heard people say that before, man. It's like, yeah, man, my character in life is the villain. And they're not actually like, out there causing havoc where people's lives are threatened. But like they say, I like being the villain. And it's so fucked when you think about it that some people think they've got to be a hero. Some people think they've got to be a villain. And it's like, that's how I'm going to get what I want. No, we're both hero. We're all heroes and victims in our own right. And when both of those things are allowed, it's just like, all right, well, probably not going to choose either. I'm just going to be myself. I mean, I used to really get off on being a hero. And I had a moment. I had a moment. I was listening to my rap music last night and I'm going, dude, I was in my villain phase there. That was my fucking villain phase. Swearing a lot more than I did, than I'm doing now. Hair was dyed, bleach blonde, just fucking having a crack, right? And it was cool. It brought a smile to my face, but I went, man, I'm really trying hard to be a villain. So but you see, what was interesting about that was my villain wasn't allowed for so many years, and the pendulum swung. So trying to be a hero for so long, threw that away, became a villain, and then now it's like, well, both are allowed, and I don't really get the fulfillment, and I guess I don't create really cool shit when I'm in either. So to bring it back to the punchline, guys, when it's all allowed, your wild, untamed side, your innocent and nice and warm side, when it's all just allowed, you can choose. And you don't even have to choose either. You can just choose to be neutral too, you know. The point is there's no right way for you to be. There's just not. You don't need to be a certain way for anyone. And if anyone tells you to be more this or be more that, tell them to get lost, right? Because all that matters. Let me get for those of you that are here to create your next level of success. All that matters is the end result that you have that you really care about, those subtle feelings there. That's what we want to lean into. That's what we want to lean into. And you don't have to feel more of that, but it would serve you if you want to create the future that you want. To feel into those subtle emotions, whether you feel more funny or whether in the vision you feel more vulnerable, like that's a different story if it's actually to further a creation. But you know what's different about that? When it's that, it's about the end result. It's not about you being something. It's about you putting something out into the world that you love and that, is going to, I guess, make an impact in the world, right? But when it's like, you need to do this because you are la 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 la, and there's no context whatsoever apart from someone else feeling triggered because they're not doing something in their own life, and you're I mean, as soon as you get involved in that, or you feel like you need to get involved in that, it's a waste of time. So let's end it there. There is no right way to be, and yeah, it's all allowed. It's all allowed, guys. Let's finish it there. So if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to this channel. I love having you guys here. Like the video too, and let me know in the comments. Like if you had a phase where you let people go, you know, you need to be more this, right? Nice and enlightened, right? I'm making fun of people now. This is allowed. I'm going to do it anyway, right? So, you know, you had people do that to you, or you had people go, man, you got to be like more fierce. You can't be a bitch, right? So, you know, let me know in the comments. Have you experienced that? It's just fucking like ridiculous how we act sometimes, right? I'd love to connect with you and share this video with anyone that, you know, you've heard recently that feels a bit like they're trying to control themselves too much. Share this video with them. I'm sure it will help. All right, guys, we will catch you next time. Have a good day.